did you grow up, and what role did you play when you played lacrosse?
So I am a senior long stick midfielder from Alexandria, Virginia, so just south of DC. And I've been playing lacrosse since I was probably 4 or 5 years old. So it's just something that my brother started playing, then I got into. So it's been a part of my life for forever, really.
So would you say that your brothers were the reason that you ended up playing lacrosse?
Absolutely, yeah. My older brother was a big lacrosse player, and my parents were like, all right, you're doing that too? And I was like, all right, guess I am. And then just kind of stuck with it.
So what made you choose Virginia Tech as the school to play lacrosse at?
So I originally, after high school, got a scholarship to go play Division I lacrosse at the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, which was a pretty small school and didn't meet a lot of people there. And I figured after my freshman year, I definitely wanted to transfer. And I had a couple of close friends from home that were going here. And one of them was like, hey, you should come to Virginia Tech. Like, we've got a good club hockey team because I grew up playing hockey too. And he was like, yeah, you should come here and do that. And I came here, and my mom was like, you should look into playing lacrosse here too. And I tried out, and I ended up loving the guys. So it kind of just stuck. So I got lucky in that sense that it all worked out, and I ended up here.
Awesome. And I want to ask, what was your first impression playing lacrosse here at Virginia Tech?
It's a lot more fun. Playing high school was very busy. Division I was a whole truckload of work, and getting here, it was definitely like reminded me why I enjoyed playing the sport in the first place, because it's a good balance of like I get to hang out with my best friends, I get to play a sport that I love playing, but at the same time I have free time to like meet new people, try new things. And it was definitely the perfect balance of playing sports and having life.
So I want to ask, you were talking about club hockey. Was there ever a moment you thought about walking away from lacrosse and maybe switching to hockey or another sport?
When I transferred here, I thought I'd never play lacrosse again. I moved in with a kid I grew up playing hockey with who plays club hockey here, and I was like, for sure, I'm going to go do that. And then I went to hockey tryouts and I went to lacrosse tryouts, like, because they were the same week, so I had to do one of each. And I was kind of just like, the lacrosse team is just, everybody was having fun, everybody was like just talking, and it was just a great environment to be in. And that was definitely a big reason why I was like, I don't think I'm done yet.
Absolutely. So balancing school and club lacrosse, I know you like touched on this earlier. How would you say like that's been like ever since you've been playing?
I think it's been very, very doable. I think that club lacrosse is a big enough time impact that it's like you gotta time manage and get your stuff done and be on top of it. But at the same time, it's not like it's the priority over school, and there's more than enough time for both. So it's definitely been a great balance, and it's been easier to find than in other places in my life.
Awesome. And what would you say like has been the biggest adjustment since you went from high school lacrosse to college lacrosse?
I think I think when you grow up playing high school lacrosse, it's a lot of the same people from a lot of the same areas. So you kind of like get fine-tuned into being around that speed, that tempo, those people. And I think coming to college, it's a lot of different people from a lot of different places. So it makes you learn how to communicate, makes you learn how to think differently, approach problems differently. It's kind of just like a big growing experience and learning more about how you handle different situations and different people.
I got you. What do you think keeps you motivated here at
When,
Virginia Tech?
it's a pretty competitive league, and I like winning, so that's definitely been a big, big part of it. And I'm lucky that a lot of the senior class is the same way, where it's like my sophomore year when I got here, we were the #1 team in the country for most of the year. The year before that, we were national champions, runner-ups, and conference champions for back-to-back years. So there's definitely a culture of wanting to win, and I think that that's an environment that I strive in and also want to win in. So that's been nice having my friends push me and me push them.
Awesome. And then, how do you think like this whole experience throughout the past 4 years, like playing collegiate lacrosse, how do you think this has affected you as a person?
I've definitely learned a lot about myself. I've learned how to step up for my own situations when, like, if something's not how I want it to be, being able to step up and change it. And at the same time, I've learned a lot about myself in terms of like, I like competing, I like being around my friends, and it's something that's pushed me to like try to learn in other areas with like school and stuff too, is meeting people that push you to become a better version of yourself. And I think that's the big takeaway I've had from collegiate lacrosse.
I got you. A couple more questions. How do you handle pressure before the big games?
I just try to tell myself that it's not real, it's like not happening, it's not a big game. Like just try to talk myself into being like, oh, like it's just another day. Like I could just be going for a walk with my friends or like anything else, and it's just try to just convince myself it's not a big deal. Take deep breaths, enjoy it because it's going away soon. I'm graduating and I'm almost done, so I just try to enjoy being in the moment rather than worrying about it.
What do you think makes this Virginia Tech team different this season?
The senior class is definitely the big reason. I think that, I mean, we've got a lot of four-year guys. It's a lot of people that like we've been really good friends since we got here. A lot of us live together, and it's just been like, this is our last ride together. So we're all just like, got to make the most of it because it's definitely an opportunity and not one that you get often.
I got you. Do you have a favorite memory
Um,
being here?
Yeah, there are a lot. I think sophomore year, that team was just a lot of fun. It was a very competitive team. We had a few close games that I played well in that were fun. Really just meeting my friends. That's been my favorite part of it. Like, I love winning. I play to win, but like, I'm only here because of the relationships I've made with my teammates. So that's definitely been my favorite part.
I got you. And then I got one more thing for you. When your time is over here at Virginia Tech, how do you want to be remembered?
Great.
Great?
That's it.